we are joined by Happy Tack. How are you doing, Hap? I'm doing all right. It is a sunny day in Atlanta today. I ended up trying to go for a walk to find some brunch, and I just got out of the shower. Like it's hot.
Hot and humid, huh?
Hot and humid. You know the way that the Southeast intended.
Indeed.
Yep.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody.
Did I find the brunch through the shower, Hendrik asks. No. Probably for the I don't know. Eggs and a latte would kind of get a little damp.
Yeah, that would be pretty damp. But yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is there for you. I'm Happy Tax. We're back. And yeah, we got Finch with us. Heard him over the
All right, but we do have some fantastic SoulLink, Emerald, Nuzlocke, Randomizer, Pokemon. Did I get all the words in the wrong order? Definitely.
I think those are all the words. I'm pretty sure those are all the words that we got today.
Words are hard. I mean, I think we've both very much established that. Oh, I feel my apologies. I feel very naked right now. 1 second.
You always forget the bandana.
I do. But I like the phrasing of I feel naked.
Can't blame you there. And yeah, not sure if Finch mentioned it while he's working on his bandana situation, but he is working with the Good Vibes Tribe to raise some money for a very good charity. So what's that charity, Finch?
Yep, so we are raising money for Trans Lifeline, a charity that helps connect get resources, whether financial, emotional support, just any support that's needed for trans people. So really helpful for that. They're a great organization. We're already at $150 raised for August and September. So already fantastic progress. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
for only 2 weeks in.
Right? It's like, oh, hi, Olive. Also, Olive says hi.
Hi, Olive. Oh, I love Olive. He's such a good cat. So yeah, where were we? We were in the middle of Route 120, I think. Just trying to make our way down to Lily Cove City.
Yep, making our way downtown, faces past.
Walking fast,
something.
We're inbound.
And we're homebound. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Just like, let's insert some obscene amount of piano piece right now.
Oh, all the piano.
I think I just found something. There's a Blaziken in these grasses.
We already got the 120 encounter, right? I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, we did. The whole thing from, that was the ride-on, whatever it was. All the way from
right.
Fort Tree.
That's right. That. It's coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now.
Hey,
Moments
Colossus, can I
of
ask
gold and there were flashes of light.
Can I ask you a favor
There's
about the sound balance, please?
In this rain, and it's not shiny.
Nope, not shiny. Just rain.
Just falling on my head.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling. But that doesn't mean that my eyes will soon be red. Crying's not for me.
I'm never gonna stop the world rain by complaining.
You know more of the words than I do. I only know that much because we like to tease my uncle about that being his favorite song. Because that was his favorite song when he was like 7.
Aww. Ooh, Lorenzo with this Lotad.
Put in skip aria.
So I always think Lotad is a grass type.
It is, but it's also a water type.
Okay, that's why ice moves did like half damage, or normal damage rather.
Yep.
Nice.
I guess we'll fly this Silcoon if I ever stop pushing the button for Astonish. But how are you doing today, Colossus? Hopefully well. Anybody else in chat, I hope you're also doing well and enjoying. And if you want to watch Finch and I both, you can do !multi. We also have the Pokemon community game going in chat, so feel free to get going with that.
Pokemon Ranger Lorenzo used a full restore. Wow.
He's a very well prepared Pokemon Ranger.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
I question the logic of my Poke Ranger Lorenzo's decision to bring a Grimer into nature.
That would be fair.
Minimize.
Actually, Lorenzo had a Lotad, a Chinchou, and a Growlithe. I gotta say, pretty well rounded.
Who has a no-miss? Tailtop does. Knew somebody still had one. Good luck with your evasiveness right now, buddy. Good luck.
Oh yeah, and we got some dream mail.
The dreamiest.
It's so dreamy.
There's that full restore. He spammed nothing but minimize on this Grimer. Thankfully, Tailtop knows Aerial Ace, which doesn't miss.
Nicely done. Oh hey, once we get out of the grass, I mean, like we're still continuing on this. I like how this Pokemaniac is like ... Want a battle? Oh, Bug Maniac, sorry. With a bug?
And he actually had a bug?
And then Kata. And a Shedinja.
Super Potion.
Is this even randomized? That is a fair question, Henrich. Of course, now I'm trying to remember what Shedinja is weak to. At least nothing that Seepluff can dish out.
Bug Ghost. I love this route. I love how pretty this route is. I'm such a fan. Nidoran escaped! I didn't even know Nidoran was here. Want a battle? Jeffrey's got a Ditto.
M2?
No, don't put me to sleep.
Yay, I remembered what move will work. Also, yay, I have a move that will actually take down Shedinja. It just took a while.
Oh man. I let the Ditto transform into Seapluff, so now I'm just like reaping the hazards of my own Pokemon. I'm asleep, I got leech seeded.
Oh no.
But its only attacking move is Rock Smash. So, you know, there's that too.
Ooh.
There we
Did
go.
find a magnet though. I don't have any.
I
we don't
love
really have it-
magnets.
Right? How do they work?
Well, you see, one side is very attractive and one side is very repulsive.
Ah, okay.
One of my favorite science experiments to do with the little kids, the kiddos, is what is it? We take a bunch of magnets and put it on like this little piece of rail, and we tape them down, and we use some ball bearings that are magnetized, and basically we make a railgun out of it. They very much
Ooh.
enjoy that.
Yeah. I mean, that would be fun as heck, so I get it.
It's super fun. Do, do. Do you have a Pokénap? I do, Jeffrey. You're welcome to have my number. A man of few words. I know you won't be calling me at all hours of the day. Hyper Potion! That reminds me of, there it is. Oh yeah, reminder, there's a hidden item. So if you look at where I am right now,
You're picking up the berries.
get the hidden item. I have to figure something out because my bag is too full.
Oh. Yeah, I had that issue as well for the items south of the surfy area.
Hey, you can use this. Special defense. Who needs special defense? Probably Wicket. Seems legit.
Ooh, a spell tag. It helped me spell.
I got an upgrade.
Now we can spell better. We just use whenever HP ups. So Seapluff will be even blubbier.
All the blub. Cyndaquil. Such a cute, tiny little thing.
More blub, more the love.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh, and we got a Wikiberry.
Did you fight the small child pretending to be a rock wall?
I have not yet. Still on 120?
Yep, just go north from where you were by that, where those berries were.
Okay. I will. The victory road is stacked, and I find a Vaporeon. Nice. Ah! There they are. What is it with kids and being like, ninjas?
They watch too much Naruto, obviously. Stop
Maybe
putting
they're
me
like
to sleep.
Ninjago, like, just kick up, whip around and spin, and then we'll jump back, do it
I
again.
remember Ninjago being like a thing, but I don't think that I ever got into it. It came out the same time as like Bionicle, I think.
Oh dang! Like I remember the Bionicle. There was like a website, like, and it was very like Myst-like. But yeah, like the being able to like throw the disc thing was always so cool.
Are you thinking of Beyblade?
Nope. I'm thinking of Bionicle.
I didn't know you threw anything in Bionicle. I thought they were just figures.
Yeah, so the one of the things was that it had a little disc that like you could pull it back a little bit and like it would just like flip forward.
I'm not up on my Bionicle lore. So ready to be a ninja. Are you searching, possibly, for ancient ruins that are rumored to possibly exist according to legends? That's a lot of possible, maybe, legend type of things that you're saying. Bulbasaur!
Oh, and now it's starting to pour again.
It's raining, it's pouring, this guy's got a Bulbasauring.
He went to bed and bumped his head and had a concussion.
Skyrava Wing attacked it in the morning. Reminds me. There's some wasp nests getting built in the hallway of my apartment complex. I need to notify my front desk about that and have them take care of it. This guy's stacked. He's got a bunch of starter Pokemon. Man.
I am also very grateful that this Love Disc does not know how to attack.
Yeah, Love Disc is one of those weird Pokemon.
Oh, it knows Takedown. I wasn't counting on Love Disc knowing Takedown. I mean, it did like 7 damage, so...
Love Disc Lockdown, Love Disc Takedown.
Love Disc Lock On, Love Disc Guillotine, or Sheer Cold, I guess would be the closest it might have.
So many Pecha Berries.
Aw, Chip had an Absol. I mean, it's still I'm super effective, so...
I love Absol.
Well, R.I.P. to Absol. I'm sorry.
Rip in pieces.
I kicked it a lot.
It's okay. I'll live. Can't wait to see who our Route 121 encounter is going to be.
Oh, that's going to be an excellent point.
But first I gotta face this Hex Maniac who has one of your favorites, Sandshrew.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, baby.
There are powers beyond our understanding in this world. Can't you see all this stuff with me? And you insist on a battle? Hey, they looked at us. Also, thank you for the water redemption.
You're welcome. Gotta keep you hydrated even if it is humid over there.
Absolutely. And actually, I will be right back to get some.
Yeah, thank you
those
for
hydrating water.
For your hydrate reminder.
No, you.
We're just gonna aggressively tell each other to hydrate for the rest of the stream. Water's good for you. Also, there's a Mudstale in chat. I'm gonna go catch it in Finch's stream. Okay.
Ooh, a Mudstale in chat. And yeah, if not already, please give Half Attack a follow. That's the other voice that we're hearing.
Yes, the disembodied voice. That's me.
Ooh. Lilip and Shedinja as the
Oh, you got it as a double?
Yep.
I just want to fly away. I want to fly away. Yeah. Dragon Breath, finally! Finally a special move. My god. My god. I need to keep the Astonish, sorry. I have a TM for takedown if I feel like I need it back. I probably don't.
Aw, no one caught it.
Bummer! Also, Skibaria finally learned Dragon Breath. Goodness
Heck
gracious.
yeah.
Finally. Alright, Kale.
Ooh,
What's
Kale
up?
has a Matang. That's fun.
This is probably a bad idea. We need to get Seaplef out of here. I don't know what I'm doing here. We gotta go. Guys, we gotta go. We gotta go. Wookip, you're my carry. You're my carry. I love making Surf have 24 power points. Ah, it's great. It's amazing. PP Max. That's what it's all about, baby. PP Max. Let's do Skyrava. We will wind attack. Wing attack. I was playing Fire Emblem this morning, so wind. I was playing Three Hopes.
Matanga is a little scarier.
Yeah, because it's not as it's neutral on dark type moves.
Yeah. Fortunately, ground type is still super effective. But
Yep. Let's see. We got Sea Puff out front, but we can get.
yeah, I guess from here on out, like, now that Pokemon have like at least move specific moves, I guess these are getting a little dicier.
Don't really need to use a lemonade there, but I want to have another slot open. Ready to get our encounter?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's find out who it is. I got somebody. Exploud. Sorry, I got Exploud.
What?
The 90% mouth Pokemon.
I got Shedinja.
Oh wow.
I don't think I can't weaken it.
No, you could probably paralyze it or something though. Are you gonna try and catch it?
I mean, sure. I mean, hey, it's still an Exploud on your side.
Yeah. Let's put it to sleep.
Alright. Let's see. Ooh, it is not one to stay in the ball.
Use a great ball.
So, got a slight problem.
What's that?
It really does not want to stay in any of the Pokeballs that I throw at it.
Well, I caught the Exploud, but if you don't catch or want to catch this Shedinja, that's fine.
Alright. And of course I say that and then the ball finally wiggles.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Pretty much. Because it's when it don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. And then you can see it dribble dribble, you know. Riding in my Fiat. Really
Shedinja
gotta see
dinja.
it. Alright, come on.
Expinja. Shadoud.
Hey,
Come
there
on,
we go.
Shadoud, join the team.
There we go, Shadoud, we got it.
We got it?
Yep.
Shadoud, Expinja.
Expinja.
What do you think?
Shit loud. Maybe
Shadoud.
Shillout? Maybe Shilloud? Without the D in, so S-H-E-L-O-U-D?
Spelled like she loud.
Yeah, maybe? I don't
Okay, sure.
know. Or Sheploud? Sheploud?
Nah, I don't like the P. Shaloud. Shaloud over here.
What?
I can't hear you over the uproar Shaloud is making.
I'm still surprised we're still on box 1, honestly.
Well, I'm glad we have stuff in the box at all.
That is very true. You know, if we get almost wiped, we still can rebuild.
We can build it back. Better. Stronger.
Ooh.
Faster than before.
We just have to work it harder, makes it stronger more than our ever after never work is ever over. I don't actually know the words, so I'm guessing.
I only know the words when I hear the song. Oh man, that is quite the song. Work it, break it, then. Is it? Technologic. Technologic. Stop! Have a good look at my precious Pokemon. Okay, let's go. Chimecho! Chimecho! Chimecho. You know, I totally even forgot that Chimecho could be in these games. Like, I never knew that it was a Gen 3 Pokemon. I assumed it was a Gen 4 Pokemon, but it's not. I just never saw it in Gen 3 ever. There's a lot of Pokemon I feel like that are like that, where like you don't see them until the next gen for some reason. It's just not great.
Also, psychic Pokemon are a little bit of a little interesting.
Yeah, could be. Do you have anybody who's like a special defense tank on your team?
Scaparia and Cpluff are our tanks for that. Actually, our top tank is Tailtop, but that whole psychic thing and fighting.
Uh-oh. T-Mock was here.
Uh-oh.
They're gonna move out to Mount Pyre. It looks like it could be cut down. Too bad I don't know how any... A Soothe Bell. Okay, so if anybody needs friendship, if anyone needs friendship, we can just give him this bell.
Jessica's like, why so serious?
Why so serious? Serious. Plus. Plus. We can battle them in a minute. We can battle most of these people in a minute. I want to go heal. Hello, Explode. Oh, one of the other Pokemon in the grass was Cradilly, which is Lileep's evolution.
Ooh.
can enter my Pokemon in contests. Good for you, buddy. I need to get to Lily Cove. Sploud. You got that right here, didn't you?
Ooh.
You got that right here.
So the other option was Aggron.
Oh, that would have been great. Let's give Skyrava some experience. Some X. Show them your
or
strength.
a Charbaka.
Alright. Alright. I see it. I see it.
Oh. Hey, there was another option in Route 121.
What was that?
Zapdos.
No! Wow. Use Dragon Breath.
I gotta say though, I love having Wookip out to start. Because, you know, I can still surf. Surf is still great. But Thunder Wave, that ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah.
And more Never Melt Ice.
I just faced a very scary Exploud that was trainer owned.
Ooh.
But we made it. Everyone's fine. All is
Good.
well.
Good. Oh, also, a Hypno is possible.
I forgot there were so many choices for this tiny little route.
Right? Like,
That's a
that's what, the
Sharpedo?
4th or 5th different Pokemon I think I've run into?
Sharpedo. We'll do this.
Oh, by the way, Slacking's in chat.
Yep. Nice. I'm number 5. This girl's got quite the crazy routine. She's like, my routine is I defeat 5 trainers a day. You're number 5.
Ooh.
Very scary.
Also, take a look at my screen. This is interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Hopefully you have a no-miss move somewhere if that grammar starts hitting up minimize. What is it again? Oh, Gyarados. Ariados. We'll go in with Tail Top. Kristen. Please. Byron. Okay. I get it. I see what's going on. I understand. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Dang it. Okay. I mean, pretty close. Finally gonna get through to Lilikove after this. Yeesh. I'm not hard.
We're against two breeders.
Oh, I thought she was gonna steal my Pokenav. Come on. Wooper and Makuhita have like such amazing designs.
Right? they're different but the same. Oh, Makuhita knows Whirlwind.
I'll take the quiz.
And it brought out my intimidate Tailtop.
Hobbies? Is television a hobby?
Also, I love how in the randomizer, like, HMs are learnable by everyone, so Tailtop can spin so quickly, Tailtop flies up into the air.
With its helicopter legs.
Right, you know, it's just spinning right round.
Don't get all your information from television, people. I got the quiz right. The big pearl. Hooray.
Also, thank goodness for Surf in double battles.
We have to get rid of a bunch of items because I want to go pick up all that item. All those items. Sunstone, definitely don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Never gonna use that.
Gulpin, Encore on Surf is not the wind you think it is.
Not the move?
Right. It's not the tail whip.
I don't have anybody who learns any of those kinds of moves right now, so we'll send all that in there.
Hey, I gotta say, the breeders are at least very chill, like, hey, good job.
Alright, we'll go back out there. We'll go back out there. Finch is fighting everybody all at once. I just wanted to get some space for all these hidden items, like more sea incense. I have so much sea incense that I could open my own shop.
Oh my goodness. Well, if that's Zapdos wants to use Tail Whip or something, I'll just be able to say no.
It whips its tail back and forth, whips its tail back and forth.
I do my tail toss, check my nails. Baby, how you do? In about a tail.
Explode. Explode. I went swimming yesterday, so my shoulders are like a little sore. And one of our workouts this week was also shoulder related.
This Zapdos I have down to 1 hit point. It's like Nuzlocke, please. There we go.
Love disc.
And a Togepi in this grass. Like, what the heck?
That grass has got a great amount of biodiversity.
No kidding. No kidding.
Hey, you know what else we could do? After we beat all these trainers and you go heal and stuff, we could also get our safari encounter.
Ooh, you're absolutely right.
For that one, I think we might want some different rules in terms of, like, it's just the first catch that you're able to actually make in there.
Right. The first, yeah. And don't run out of balls.
Yeah, if you run out, then you miss. Safari can be a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Once in our lifetime in game.
Waiting for a moment like this.
Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this.
Walter.
Oh, I was hoping
With
College
his
Toad would
shuckle.
use belly drum.
What a gentlemanly, like, old, gentlemanly Pokemon Shuckle is. Like, it fits. I keep expecting that to do more damage than it does, but it will never do more damage than that because it's literally 20 attack. Sure, you can do that, buddy. It's got good defense. Oh. Sure, Gentleman Walter. A yellow shard. We're gonna have so many evolution stones.
Always feels good when Deliber's present heals.
Truly the best present of them all.
Truly so.
Delivered used therapy. A zigga zigga. Zigga zigga. Whoops. Electric. Dang it.
Hey, contest we won't be doing, correct?
Yeah, unless you want to do a contest. I would only want to do the one that's actually a contest and not like the battle tent ones.
Okay, well, and I think the big thing is, like, I'm okay tossing the scarf instead of losing out on, like, Carbos.
Yeah. By the way, you can, items that you know you're not going to use right away, like if you found any evolution stones or you have, like, hold items that you're not planning on using right now, you can put them in the PC.
Right, and I've been using the PC pretty heavily so far. It's just like, oh, we're accumulating. I keep on accumulating stuff. My character, just like me in real life, is a hoarder. Ooh, Clampearl Armaldo.
It's quite the matchup there.
Armaldo is rock bug.
Yes. It's what ended my my own Nuzlocke in randomized emeralds in the Elite Four, because they had 2 of them, and it knew Megahorn, and it was faster than all of my Pokemon. It's terrible. Terrible time.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like a bad time.
Sorry about that, guys.
Also, Clampearl doesn't know any ice moves, right?
I don't think so.
Cool. Armaldo down. We'll leave the Clampearl up for a little bit.
Agility. I don't think we need to learn agility. I'd rather have Screech. Metapod! H-Seed! I love the phrasing of, Golduck got seeded. Seeded what? First? Second? 10th? I don't know.
Congrats on the Metapod.
You as well.
Thank you very much.
Let's go. We got this. Focus on my posture a little bit better than I have been. Alright. Okay, fine.
It's always fun when all of a sudden they start focusing on one Pokemon and it's Tailtop.
It's always Tailtop.
Always Tailtop, but we're good. We're fine. And it's just Clamperl. And the next Pokemon after Clamperl.
Macho Brace. So many Macho Brace. Macho Brace. I've got to have a Macho Brace. Went right by it. Immediately. One of the other Pokemon here was Spinda.
Aw. Right round?
Right round, right round.
Right round, round, round.
Almost forgot to mark off our catches here. 121 we got. Get out of here. We'll leave Spinda alone. It ain't hurt nobody. So, you know the senior and junior partner?
Yeah.
They got Loudred and Mewtwo.
Oh. Oh. Oh dear.
Alright. Get out of here, Mewtwo. I've had about enough of you. Level 32. Yeesh. Yeesh.
I found leftovers.
Well, that's good.
Good luck with your thing. You got this.
I seeded it.
All right. Sunpluff. That's why Jumpluff in general is fantastic and great.
I love it. And I poisoned it. Okay, Swift.
Yay, I
No
made
big
some
deal.
Lilycove finally.
No big deal. Buff's got good special defense. We're fine. We are fine. Doesn't know Psychic. Let's see. Barrier, Swift, Confusion. Easy pickings.
Nice.
Mewtwo, Schmewtwo.
Never in doubt.
And then
I was about to say,
the
was
fourth Pokemon I think is Huntail.
Ooh. Also, I was just like looking. I was just glancing over with the Rock Smash on Mewtwo. Like, And C Fluff is gonna get the. Is gonna get that.
Shall we safari it up?
Give me a quick tick. I'm doing a quiz.
Oh, your question was different than mine.
Yep. So now I'm just trying to find. Okay, where is dark? Cool, we got feed mail. Alright, I'm working on my way back.
We'll take that back because we're gonna go sell it. Going on the bike.
Alright.
I forgot we need a Pokeblock case, so we gotta go back to Lily Cove anyway.
Oh, okay. Over to Lily Cove we go.
Flying on my fluffy cloud. So we gotta go to the concert hall.
Oh, to the concert hall? I like how they were like, oh, you need that. Anyway, here it is. So anyways.
I mean, you've never experienced Pokeblock making or contests, so I wouldn't mind doing at least one sometime this stream.
I'd be down with that. Is it something, are contests like, can Pokemon faint?
No.
Oh. Even better.
They can faint in the battle tents, even though you don't get like experience or anything. So I don't think that those count. But I'm making my way back over to the Safari Center, and then we can figure out what we want to do in terms of the contests. So many explodes. They're ready to drop the dubstep on us.
Alright, so now that we got that, do we need to make Pokeblocks?
Yeah, we would need to make them in the lobby, but I just paid for my Safari game.
Okay, I'm on my way up. Or over.
I did know that. I want to go somewhere fun.
All right, let's go into the wild excursion.
So many Safari Zone places to go. Hee. No, I don't. Where can I go?
All right, are there any strategies like,
Nope. Just gonna be who it is, and I got another Scythe type Pokemon. I got Kabutops. I just went further in because there's plenty of places for you to walk around without going into any grass. Since it's random anyway, it doesn't really matter. You have to hit up and B at the same time.
gotcha, thank you.
Alright.
All right, and our encounter is Espeon!
Yo!
Yo!
It's gonna be hard to catch. I should... I don't have any Pokeblocks.
Let's see.
We're gonna go near. No, it ran away.
Oh, and hey,
It ran away. We probably should have made some Pokeblocks before we came here, because I forgot that there's no bait that it's Pokeblocks. So that's my bad.
Ah, that's all good.
So, second encounter, because the first one ran away, is Combuskin.
Ooh, nice.
Honestly, could use a fire type.
I'm guessing the closer you get, the easier it becomes to catch, but it's more likely to run away.
Yeah, it's like when you would throw a rock at it, but I guess they decided that throwing rocks was too much. Ah, Combuskin fled.
So did Espeon.
Dang, I wanted Espeon for you. But if you
It's
stay in
okay.
the same patch
We've
of
had
grass,
first
you could
Espeon.
catch it too.
What about second Espeon?
Second Espeon, always good. Second Combuskin, always good too. It might be hard to catch this.
Got it!
Yo!
Yeah! And Espeon is extremely loyal to any trainer it considers to be worthy. It is said to have developed precognitive powers to protect its trainer from
Come
harm.
on.
Oh, yo! Yo!
Dang it. Carabast. Let's try this grass. What's over here? Kabutops. We're still trying to catch something. It might be a minute.
It's alright, you got this.
Come on, be part of the team. You know you want to. Ah. Dang it. Come on, stay in there. No. You tease! You tease! We can do it. We can do it. We can get the fire chicken. Dang it. Dive ball. Did not care for that at all.
So it looks like there are a couple items that we could get as well. You got this, though.
We're trying, but the catch rates on Kabutops and Combuskin are not very good.
Oh.
We got three shakes on a Combuskin and it still got out.
Ah.
Come on. You know you wanna. Thank you for the hydrate. Hydration worked for Kabutops!
Nice! And that's how important hydration is.
It's so important that even a prehistoric murder Pokemon wants you to hydrate.
So, Espetops? Cabion?
Espetops. I kind of like Espetops.
Espetops, I like it too.
Yeah. Espetops. Look at this girl. Yeah, Espetops. Thanks for the hydrate.
Absolutely, it worked.
But yeah, if we want to go looking for some items, I wouldn't be opposed.
Items are good, and I'm also kind of curious if there's anything. Ooh, Piloswine was also in here.
Shove it! Whoops. I accidentally threw a ball at it.
Oh,
Hopefully
whoops.
it won't catch. It won't.
And worst comes to worst, you know, it
We'll
goes
just
in
let
the
it
oops
go.
box.
Just immediately. We already got one. There is a Togetic in here too.
Aww.
Still under construction. Alright. Aw, ding dong, my game's up.
Uh-oh. Ooh, a Scyther.
Well, let's check out our catches, huh?
Yep, just a second. I'm still in the Safari. Oh, a Torkoal was also in the cards.
Torkoal's such a neat fire Pokemon. Sticky hold.
Oh, there we go.
Theft. Poison gas, sludge, amnesia. Itsy. Limber. Alright. Espatops has pretty sick attack. Alright. Alright, I see you. Look at all these Pokemon we got.
Ooh. So Espatops had a Sea Incense.
My Explode had an X attack.
Alright,
get
so
some Pokeblocks.
Espatops was synchronized to pass on status problems. Helping Hand, Stand Attack, Confusion, Quick Attack. So not great moves, but at least there's confusion. Shellowed with Spite, Mind Reader, Fury Swipe, Stand Attack. Not great. And with 1 hit point. Yeah, so Shellowed, you know, I'm glad we caught it. Probably ain't gonna be using it anytime soon. But what do you think about
This was
Hit
such a good
C?
minigame. Man, that was really bad for me. Sorry, I was I was making some Pokeblocks, which required some concentration.
No good. Or no problem.
Hitsy actually looked really good, had really good moveset for me. Jump kick, high jump kick, brick break, and something else. Man, I sucked at that. It's been a long time.
Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing with this, so I'm assuming
They'll tell you what to do, but basically it's like, you know those games at the arcade where when the light goes around in a circle, you have to hit it when it's on your dial? It's like that. Using a Napberry.
Okay, gotcha. Oh wow, we got like... We made a purple one. I got 3rd place. This is no kidding about the whole timing thing.
Yo, I got 1st place!
Nice.
That's difficult on the 4-person one, I feel like. That one is just like... It starts going so fast. You have to really anticipate it. Let's make another one.
Oh my... Oh, so... Even though they aren't contributing... Like, there was, like, Laddie that, like, just stopped playing, basically.
We'll make 4 and then we'll see what happens. I'm sure this is the content we want
so
here.
like Lassie got like 8-2-0. I did 6-15-2. Like I contributed a lot more to this.
No one said it was fair. You still get a block anyway.
That's true.
For instance,
But it's being first.
For instance, I somehow still got 3rd place, even though I had 4, 8, 14. Okay, let's give these to our Pokemon.
All right, let's make some durian.
Cool, and then if you go to your key items, you can see what you made in your Pokeblock case, and then give them to your Pokemon to increase their traits. Whether they're cute, cool, smart, beautiful, or tough. I need to look at what moves they have first. Because if we're gonna do a contest, I want to win.
I beat the old man.
Smart, cool, smart, smart. All my Pokemon are cool
the
and
level
smart.
is 50 and the field is 45.
We're gonna give it to Skiparia. We're gonna have Skiparia maybe go into the contest for us. It's cool and smart. We'll, do this. Bunnyary! Mostly to increase the cuteness factor here. Disdainfully ate the brown Pokemon. It did not like that. It did not like that. Alright. Alright. Alright, Skiparia. Let's see. We're gonna do this smart one.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what's going on with this, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, so like if you check your Pokemon's moves, like the last tab is what contest type each of the moves are, and they get you better points in the judging for that. We'll just do normal rank. I'm gonna enter a smartness contest with Skiparia.
All right.
Let's go. It's been such a long time since I did any of these contests.
I'm gonna blend one more, and then I'll go normal rank.
Crobat. 1, 2, 3. Two, three, 4. One, two, three, 4. Okay.
Oh yeah, first place. I got more perfect hits
Heck yeah,
than
we got the
anything
most
else.
popular vote. And I think Skiparia just won the popular vote.
Popular.
Skiparia knows how to be popular. By being smart. My Pokemon looks very smart. Then they go to the second stage for the moves. Is that Jasmine over there? Oh, we go first.
All right, I'm excited to find out, what we're doing.
That's not a smart move, but that's okay.
A lot of hearts going on for my opponents.
Ah, dang it.
Got a couple of hearts as well.
It's so cute. Batro had the worst popular vote, so there's still a chance here.
Oh, geez, we got ignored.
Gotta use a move that's of the right type, and sometimes if you use a move of a different type, it goes worse for you.
I mean, we apparently got startled by a screech. We failed to stand out at all.
I was hoping to go second. Dang it.
Batro's beauty didn't go over here.
Dots is too cool.
Also, I think
Dots'
this
coolness didn't go over well.
Also, I think this Nakata like is literally soaking up life from the audience.
It's quite
And it's
possible.
working.
It's quite possible. Okay.
All right, a lot of applause going. Now it's us.
Let's go.
We were smart. We did a lot better that time. They noticed us, senpai.
Dots' beauty did not go over well here.
Ugh, they shouldn't have been. Yeah, we just went for the smartness and 3 hearts.
Yeah. I'd like to go third.
Oh, we cried.
It's the last turn.
Oh, and they got 5 things.
Yeah, they get the applause. They get extra hearts.
Ugh. Ugh. Not ideal for my sitch. I feel startled. Ah, we got startled.
Cool, so Wirrus can't get it. That means that I think we should get closer to Batro and with the popular vote win. I think we'll get that. Yeah, okay. That's fine. And that's it for judging. Let's see. For the smart contest and the normal rank, we won the popular vote, and then in round 2, oh no, we got second place. So close.
Aww.
The Crobat won. By a narrow margin.
Ninda messed up. We didn't stand up very much there, but...
And that was a contest.
Dang it. Ninda's gonna get all the bonus. Dang it, Raymond. This is tough. I kind of want to try this again after doing some research. Also, Ninda went first and got like the huge bonus.
Yeah.
But it's already down to 3. Like it was up to like 8 hearts. It's down to 3 because everything else kind of messed them up. Down to 1 heart.
Yeah, since you hadn't done a Pokemon contest before, I thought it would be fun.
Yeah. And I actually got the most hearts out of that at the very end. For
Nice.
the secondary one. We won!
Yay, Skiparia!
Go Skiparia!
Oh, hi Scott.
Oh my goodness. I feel vindicated, validated. We got a prize. We got a ribbon.
Skiparia worked hard for that.
He did, you know, just coming in here and I can't even bike in here apparently, but
It's me! I'm the tough trainer. It's me. So there's 2 things that we can do from here.
alright.
Depends on whether you want to go shopping or if you want to go to visit some graves.
Oh dear.
Which one?
I guess graves?
All right,
guess.
major plot. We'll go-
Question mark?
Yeah, major plot. So we'll have to go back east out of Lily Cove and then down towards Mount Pyre.
Alright. Or, can we do Mount Aqua?
Mount
or
Pyre?
Team Aqua.
Yeah.
Team Pyre.
Yeah. In fact, I think we need to do it to progress the story, but there is an option in terms of like what we could do immediately next. We would have to do both of them.
Gotcha. Also, I just found Scott.
Yeah, he's just like sleeping in this empty hotel.
Right, in a chair. Just in a chair.
Alright. Let me check the Pokenav. Alright. So there'll be 2 encounters, Route 122 and Mount Pyre.
Okay. Well, hold on. Apparently, I accidentally got into a conversation with the Gabby, or not Gabby, but
With the TV?
TV. Yeah, I looked at the TV, but it was great. Apparently, Slam is Celio and Quagsire's sign of friendship. So
Everybody Slam?
yes. That. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I'm gonna try and catch this Aaron that's in chat. See what Pokeballs I have.
Oh yeah, we can catch an Aaron.
Aaron. As you must say. Let's see. Well, I have my 122 encounter.
All right, I'm on 122 now, and I just got an encounter.
It's a Gyarados.
It's a Mankey.
Oh.
Oh, Catan.
I know, Catan. I'll take that Intimidate.
Also, I have to go for it because, like, it's level 16. I'm just saying, I don't know if I can't weaken it.
Oh, snap.
Okay, it was kind of funny seeing Mankey try to do low kick on Scaparia.
Here's a Premier Ball.
You know, the fluff ball that's also resists fighting.
Right? Well, I got Gyarados down to 1 HP, but now it's confused, so there might be a problem if I don't catch it the next turn.
Gotcha. It's all good. And
Let's use this.
we caught Mankey.
I'm gonna use a Net Ball, see if that helps.
Nice.
Come on. Do it. Got it.
Nice. GG.
Manados.
Manados.
Garaki.
I like Manados.
Manados. Alright.
It sounds like a Pokemon name in and of itself, honestly.
Truth. Manados.
Or like someone took a Zapdos and Would there be like Dos?
Well, you could probably do Manaphy and Zapdos to get Manados as well.
Ooh, good point.
And now inside Mount Pyre, it's like the Pokemon Tower, so an encounter can happen indoors.
Gotcha.
It didn't. I managed to get outside for it. But, ooh!
Ooh.
It's like Shenzi! It's my Deanna!
Aw, I got
Puppy!
an Nidorino.
Yay! Alright, we'll do the same thing. It's even a girl like Shenzi. Oh. If you missed it, Shenzi was my starter in our dark type block for my first run through of a Gen 4 game. So we'll put this one to sleep.
And caught. We got a Nidorino. Also, yeah, Diamond apparently is like nothing compared to Nidorino's horn.
Is it made out of carbon fiber?
I don't know, but its horn is harder than a diamond. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Use a Pokeball. I think we can catch it with a Pokeball. First try.
GG.
Nidorina. Mightorino.
Nidoyana. Mighty Rena. We got a lot of good choices here.
There's some good choices.
Renoyana. Yana Reno.
Reno.
Mighty Reno.
Nidoyena. Nidomite.
I'm good with whatever.
Let's do Nidomite.
All right.
That's probably the easiest one to say.
All right. Still box 1. I'm surprised we're not on box 2 yet. A little bit.
We're getting close. TM for light screen.
Also, the lady who's like, "Oh, are you here to visit Pokemon? You must really care for them." Like, lady, if you knew, we're doing a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, we go to that great Pokebox in the sky rather than Mount Pyre.
Right.
Berry juice. Okay, a Pecha Berry. Ether.
feels like I need to get some repels or something, because I've gotten 3 encounters now in here. And they're all Nidorino. Are you looting, like, items off of, like, gravestones?
Yeah. We're taking the offerings, bro.
Okay.
Hey, we're a silent protagonist. We can't even say anything with regards to whether we did it or not.
Fair. Ooh, Lanoon was one of my other options.
Alright, let's swap. Sleazel. A lava cookie. Who left a cookie on this gravestone? Who left a cookie here? What else is in this grass? There was also a mine on here.
Aw.
Electric type. Fun fact, my first team in Ruby Sapphire had a Minot on it.
Also, my goodness, this Lanoon is very salty. And really doesn't want us to escape, apparently.
It's a very needy noodle.
Right. It's got us all identified. It just wants... There we go. Finally, we can escape. Oh, and there's TM22 from Mudsport.
Cash money.
You said it.
I belong into my own team. Team Happy Finch. Sorcerer Tact. They're saying I don't belong to any team? I do belong to a team. Team Happy Finch, or Sorcerer Tact. That's why we have the green bandanas.
Right, you know, Team Rocket.
Exactly. People often confuse us for those people from Kanto Team Rocket, but we're actually Team Rocket as in like rock, space, IT, because we rocket all the time. Let's go! Alright. I'm sorry I keep yawning. I don't know what's going on. Just tired.
I do kind of like how, like, we've had to fight both teams a lot.
Yeah, that's exclusive to Emerald. So in Ruby or Sapphire, you only fight one.
Also, ooh, Magnemite. I wish Dragon Breath would be actually effective though, because it's literally fire.
Right?
Like, yeah.
Let's do this.
It still does feel good dodging the Hyper Fang.
No!
My face when this guy threw out a why not.
No! No! No!
No, 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 no. I'm there with you. That
Let's put it to sleep.
why not scary? Oh, and a Spritzy. Chat. Meanwhile, Pichu and Pupitar. Thank you for the reminder to drink water.
Stay asleep. Come on. Yes. Why not down? Team Magma's Maxi got ahead of us, but we also got what we wanted. The red orb preserved at Mount Pyre. I, Archie, now have it in my possession. Now we can bring our ultimate objective to fruition. Okay, team, we're pulling out. Oh no, this cannot happen. Not only the blue orb, but even the red orb has been taken. The blue orb and the red orb must never be separated. They belong
Yeah,
together.
okay, so Scarava and Wookip are a nice combination.
They
mean-
really are.
I mean, there's the whole, like, they're both ground types, but Scarava has Levitate, so that's not too bad, like, against ground moves.
Sure, we'll listen to your tale. The world was racked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the land and the Pokemon of the sea. The Pokemon of the land
we
raised
didn't
mountains
fight
and
Archie.
created continents. The fierce duel raged without end. The orbs brought an end to the calamity.
Hey, we got a Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, apparently we're now talking about talking with this guy about the land and the sea and a duel and storms.
He did say it was a long tail. He did warn you.
That's fair.
Bye, my nun.
Ooh, okay.
Anything up here?
Oh, I could have had the best Pokemon in the entire game. Sunkern.
I love Sunkern.
Sunkern is sweet.
I would not want to use Sunkern.
It is very much a bless your heart kind of Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but...
It is very much a bless your heart kind of Pokemon.
Oh!
What?
It used Endeavor.
Oh, no.
I mean...
It is big.
kill.
Oh my god! You're kidding me, right? Ugh.
What's up?
So, you know how we caught Mightyena? There was like another dog-looking creature here called Entei. I've seen 2 out of 3 in this run, and I haven't been able to catch either of them. That makes me so sad. I could use a fire type, and Entei is so good. Dang it! Oh. Man. Man. I mean, we're gonna defeat it because, you know.
Hey, Mystic Water.
Bye, Entei. Dang it. Dang it. Fine. What happened to your Zigzagoon? Cleanse tag. Sure. Thank you. To make matters worse, inside, where I didn't run into anything the first time, there is a Typhlosion here.
Oh.
I could have had it all. I could have had it all. I could have had it all. I could have set fire to the rain, watched it burn as I touched your face.
And the pain. Oh, there's trainers upstairs.
Favorite fire starter is Typhlosion.
Today I learned. Ooh. Okay. No, Scarava is not fighting against the seal.
No siree.
There is all sorts of nope there.
Dang it.
Oh, it used rest. It's okay. I made it encore. I mean, Body Slam's gonna heal up from this, but it's
Yeah.
gonna.
The classic combination of Spinda and Dratini.
Ooh, that's a spicy combo.
Not that spicy. Pretty vanilla, actually. Durable? What does that mean? God, I'm terrified.
I like how I was like, oh, I should probably get Sleesel trained up a little bit. Hex Maniac immediately uses Abra.
This guy is very terrified to be here, so he threw out his Chansey in hopes of protecting him.
Hey, I get it, you know. Also, Nidoking. This Black Belt Xander got a heck of a...
Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. His
Oh,
Chansey,
hey.
right?
Nidoking for me. I mean, I didn't need another water type, but there was also a Psyduck in here.
I'll never understand why they made Psyducks super aggressive in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't understand. They just made them super aggressive. Hey, nice. Alright, so Leech Seed and Poison maybe will finish the job for us. Yes, it will.
Uh-oh. Fighting this, like, these trainers that were here on a dare. Des Luke. Metacham fighting psychic?
Yes. Oh yes, he needs to beat me to show his girlfriend how cool he is.
So cool.
Hey, she's got a Altaria, he's got a Porygon. I think if
Metacham
anything,
and
she would be the one kicking butt. Is Peck that scary?
I really don't have a great... Huh. I was gonna switch out. I think I've got the best team that I've got out.
Yeah, that might be true. The only thing that could be beneficial is C-Pluff could use ice moves on Executor. It won't really know that many, I don't think it knows that many grass type moves anyway. And I think they would be neutral.
And
the fighting would
grass
be a
moves-
problem. But
Plus, grass
Metacham
moves
is
aren't
done.
great anyway.
Yeah.
Still, that's like one of those kind of scary things.
Stretch the hands.
All right, there we go. And here I am just trying to train up like Sleesel and Scapari a little bit.
So sharp.
Whoopsie.
Porygon used Unsharp Mask.
We're lovey-dovey, so we don't care if we lose.
Good for them.
I mean, okay.
Sword Stance. Might actually want to get that. Let's see. False Swipe has been so useful though. We get rid of Wing Attack. I have two other Pokemon that can do flying type moves. So we'll get rid of Wing Attack begrudgingly. We'll do some shoulder stretches later.
my goodness. Yeah. How are you doing over there? That Porygon.
Yeah, all good.
Aw, these two are cute. It's a
They're
Magby
serene.
and a Jigglypuff.
Sorry. I'm sorry to hear about your skitty. I wasn't yawning because of it. This is no place for children, says another child.
Right?
Bailey.
Well, and then like, ooh, there's a Geodude. Let me get Wookip out. The damp ability Wookip. Oh, never mind. It's self-destructed on its own.
Trying to catch this Clefable. Chat.
I also do really like the thought of like Scarava knows Crunch. Its teeth are tiny. Like it really doesn't have much there.
My Skyrava just learned Sword Stance, so there's no stopping us now.
Ooh, nice.
Got the setup, all that.
Yeah, meanwhile, these I took out one of the trainers like completely first and then the other, so yeah, he lost that cleanly. And that was amazing. You're a very special trainer. Aw. Gabrielle, well, we'll go with Gabrielle.
Oh,
Also, congrats on the Clefable.
Samesies. I pushed a talk button. It's not very reachable for anything other than my right hand. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Bag. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Uh-oh, the psychic. There's a Phoebus here. There is something, though, to say about, like, just watching the experience just go down, down, down so quickly.
Alright, almost. This would go a lot faster
Wow,
if I used some of
this
the
level
basic
26
gloves to
Tyrogue
do
still knows tackle.
offensive things.
Not quite counting on that.
Maybe it wants to be a defensive lineman.
Maybe. It wants to, it's got its defense higher than its attack.
It has aspirations to join the NFL. Or maybe the PFL, the Pokemon Football League.
What Pokemon would make for, like well, I guess, you know, get you a
Ride
I'm just
on.
yeah. I was just about to say, like, what Pokemon would make the best? Oh, right, you know, the literal rock ones.
And then you get a couple, like, really fast Pokemon. You get, like, Score Bunny, or, like, I don't know. Who would be able to catch something well? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Weedle. Weedles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Tasha with the Dratini. Hex Maniac with this Dratini.
Kill it with Dragon Fire! Kill it with Dragon Fire! And if you're just joining us, I'm Happy Tact. We're playing with our good friend SorcererFinch. Thank you, Colossus, for the reminder to hydrate. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, and we're just making our way through Mount Pyre. All these trainers. All these trainers. Doing trainer things.
Oh. Oh, geez. Have you fought the black belt like a couple floors up?
Not yet.
Talk to him after you beat him.
Okay.
It gets yeah.
I'll get rid of
And with
mine.
that clickbait. Oh. Ha! Sleesel still has faint attack. Take that, Haunter.
Crobat! There's Crobat on this floor. How are you doing, Colossus, by the way? I saw you over in Finch's chat for a while. Dun, 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 dun.
Also, have you lost your bearings? No, never fear, for I am here. Immediately channels me to a Pokemon battle. I don't get it. I don't get it happen.
I don't know what to say. I just don't. Let's do this. I'm so glad to finally have a dragon move on my dragon type Pokemon that I have a Dragon Fang on. I'm just really glad about it. Finally, Skibaria can live up to her potential. Goldeen! Ding ding. Goldeen.
Okay, TM16 Fury attack.
Cacnea! I see these guys outside all the time. I don't really, but that's the joke. That's the joke anyway. Alright, he said, "Teacher, please watch over my progress," and then I'll see what he says afterwards. Interesting choice. Please forgive me. Until I improve my teacher who Oh no! Is his teacher a Pokemon? Is his teacher a Pokemon? That's dead?
I don't know.
That
If
seems
it's
to be
either-
what they're implying.
Yeah.
Gonna put... Oops. We'll do this. Give ourselves a little stretch. Interesting choices. Weasel's gotta get out of there.
So I'm on Route 123, right? The one south of Mount Pyre. And
you can check
I've
your
got,
Pokenav. Is that 123?
I think so. But I talked to the lady next to the yep, 123. But yeah, like I'm talking to the lady right next to the grass patch, and she's like, "Oh, you also like grass Pokemon? Awesome, have this TM."
Was it not a grass move?
It was not a grass move. It was one of the strongest moves in the entire franchise.
Hyper Beam?
Tail Whip.
Oh, jeez. That's intense, bro.
I'll say I don't know how I'm gonna. I mean, I just need to load that up on all my Pokemon, and I can take down the Elite Four.
I think the game's trying to tell me something, because a lot of my Pokemon learned the move Takedown by level up. And now I have 2 TM10s for Takedown.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna wander around 123, skipping encounters so far.
Another black flute.
All the takedowns. I mean,
Just
granted, you're
fish
probably
on the
gonna get
floor.
hyper. You would probably get Hyper Beam from that one.
Another quick claw. Alright. We're almost out. We're almost there. Somebody needs to tell OSHA there's all these holes in the floor here. It's not safe.
Right? You know, it's not structurally sound. Oh. So, remember last time or the time before I got Sacred Fire as a TM?
Yeah?
I've got 2 Pokemon that can learn it. I got Sleesel.
Oh my god. I see it. Yes, Jumpluff with Sacred Fire.
Yeah.
She gave me TM19. So I also did not get a grass type move from her. I got a second copy of the well-known Tree Doctor move, Bone Meringue.
Ah, yes, bone meringue.
Clearly. Clearly one of those moves. Get some berries.
Oh, anyone can learn Solar Beam, though. Or everyone on my team can learn Solar
Well,
Beam.
everyone should know how to photosynthesize, in my opinion.
That is true. You know, that should be required teaching in these schools.
How to photosynthesize, and that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yep. If it weren't for the mitochondria, you know, what else would we do with our lives?
Alright, are we ready for 123 then?
I say so.
Alright. Run around in circles.
All right, and I got...
No way!
What'd you get?
Latias!
Oh! I
What'd
got a
you get?
bayonet.
Bayonet's not bad.
Not bad.
I'm gonna,
Ghost
yeah.
type.
I'm gonna wait till you catch it, and then I'm gonna use a Master Ball. Just saying.
That's actually a great idea. So the tough part is trying to find a move that, like, won't one-shot it.
It's level 28. As long as you're not using a ghost or a dark type move, and it's low power, probably okay. Yeah, Sleazel's not gonna do it because the only thing that it can do against it is feint attack.
Yeah, it is super
I know,
effective.
right, Colossus? Like, come
I think
on.
I'm gonna have to try to status it up.
You're gonna have to status it up. Yeah, you'll definitely have to switch Pokemon for sure.
Yeah, I gotta skip Arya out now.
We're gonna wait to see if Finch catches his Bayonet.
Stun Spore plus Leech Seed, maybe?
Yeah, it'll give you limited turns, but that would work.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. Like,
I
no
know,
one
I
else
really
can
want the
go
Latias. I do.
to, unfortunately.
And I would probably ask to put it on the team.
Also, I think I've gotten Screech like twice, so I should watch out for that.
Dragon Psychic type.
That's like one of those, like, oh yeah, I should be on the lookout for that.
Cecil's a good Pokemon to have here, this. But yeah, we're gonna wait because I have in my possession a Master Ball. We found a Master Ball
All right,
somewhere.
let's start using some great balls.
So we just have to wait
That did
for,
not do anything. Oh. We can switch Pokemon.
What happened?
It used Curse.
Oh.
Although, it's not
You don't
too
really need
bad.
to switch Pokemon because you have Leech Seed going, right?
Right, so... But it took out half of its HP
Yeah.
with that.
Got any Ultra Balls?
I do, I'm using them now. Yeah,
Yeah, it's mostly because I don't want to use a Master Ball on a
two
Pokemon
turns.
that
I've
he's
got
not
2
gonna catch.
attempts left,
Just
I
in
think.
case. Yeah, you almost gotta keep the Pokemon that's cursed in, because if not, it can use Curse again.
Right. Okay, Spite. Oh, good. It wasn't like Spite. It reduced the number of Ultra Balls by 4. Alright,
No!
this is my last attempt that
Oh,
I can
no.
do.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh no, I'm watching it.
Press B. Ah, shoot.
It died?
No. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
bummer.
Oh, hold on.
What? It
No,
didn't-
this
it
is not
didn't die?
good. This is not good.
What just happened?
It used Nightshade.
No, Skiparia!
Skip Arya just died.
My baby! And it died?
It died.
No! So we don't get Latias and we lose Skiparia? I'm so sad right now. Oh my god.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. I
lost my bandana. Okay. We'll recover.
I don't know how I could have played that any differently, but
We'll recover.
we'll recover. That sucked.
Alright. Time to take out this Latias, I guess. Okay.
At least I'll be able to. Well, guess not get the experience from.
We're gonna have to figure out who to use next.
I didn't realize I actually had one more attempt at Bennett. I'm potato.
As in, like...
Like, so apparently when when I died to the curse, that prevented Leech Seed from going. So
Alright. Well, I'm gonna kill this Latias.
I'm so sorry.
Alright.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh my
I think
God.
I think overall it was correct. Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it feels great.
Hey, do you want to fly over to the daycare?
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Oh, I've got to get a new Pokemon that knows Cut now.
I'm gonna fly on my dead Skiparia. Dang it. The starter always hurts the most. It really does. Hi, baby. We're gonna
And
lose.
it saved that Nightshade until the very end. That was the first time I used it in that fight. No, shoot, no, it wasn't. I ignored it because Sleesel was out when it used it last.
I know, very unlucky. We do have some other options that are not too far off. And then we've got the Pokemon that we have in the daycare as well. Just Thresh. Nothing else. Espetops would be good. Honestly. I have some opinions, but we'll see what level our daycare Pokemon are at.
Ooh, Intimidate's nice on Nidomite.
Okay, so at the daycare, Goo is at level 36, which would be in line with most of my party. And Exagon's at level 28, which is fine because it's evolved. So there's also Hitsy's a good option, I think, maybe. And then Espetops would also be a good option for me.
Yeah, Espetops would be good. It would give me second coverage just from the whole, like, I can resist Psychic. You as 35, because, that would at least, because that should mean next level up goes from Gulpin to...
Swalot, yeah.
Swalot, yeah.
Do we want to grab Goo, see what it knows, and then make a choice?
Sure.
So we'll look at Goo, who is a Mew, obviously. Synchronize.
Ugh.
Ooh, good. It's so good though.
If we do use Gyu, it's for you. It's not
That's
for me.
true. look at the stats on this thing. Like its moveset isn't very good, and I have to teach it some TMs or something. But like,
Yeah, but it
its
can
stats
learn any
are
TM.
so good. Well, it can learn any TM in a non-randomized TM game. So I would like to use Goo, but I can understand why
Alright.
you would not. Do you want to level it one time and see what the evolution gets you?
Yeah,
Because
because
it'll boost boost it by a decent amount.
for like attack, hold on. This is actually kind of funny though. Like looking at our screens.
Yeah, I know, it's like half.
Right. It's like 9s and 8s as the 10th
Everything is
digit.
half.
I've got 4s.
Well, it should boost a lot after it evolves, and it could potentially still be a setup mon for you depending on what it knows. So you may not have lost that capability that you had from Skiparia.
Yeah.
I want to see what Goo can learn. So, attack and special attack. Be great if it could learn.
Well,
Maybe.
at least for the thing, and I'll send you the clip from that if you want to throw that in your. I know you post your VODs.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, I might do that and then do some cut back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Goo can learn Razor Leaf.
Nice.
I'm never gonna use Transform.
I have to stockpile and then spit up to fight.
Yeah, that's less than ideal.
Thank goodness I have the lucky egg, so at least I can get the extra experience, but phew. And it's also useful for you for training as well, just from an EV perspective.
Can learn Surf. Well, everything can learn everyone.
Like, cause like IV wise, actually, my Gyu is pretty good. So with some training, I think Gyu
We'll
will
teach
actually be
Fly,
all right on my side
Sail
as well.
Top. This aerial ace most of the time. Then Skiparia didn't know any of their 8 gems, but I might teach one. It's Boomerang? Maybe? Maybe it can learn every TM. Well, let's give an item to Goo, huh? It deserves one. It really doesn't need a quick claw though. Out of all the items that it could need, it's not a quick claw. Alright, let's see what we got. Draw. Anybody over here want to match call me? None of these people are over here. Oh, Isaac is. It's really, I don't know if it's good or sad that I know them by name.
Also, my
It's
goodness,
like, oh yeah,
the whole
Isaac.
stockpile thing, stockpile, spit up, and swallow whatever,
Uh-huh.
cannot, like,
Yeah.
I gotta lose those moves
I
right
know.
quick. But, Q is evolving.
Yay! Let's Razor Leaf this Voltorb. Dang. Alright.
Alright,
All
we
right,
stopped
Q.
gulping, and now we're oh my god, Swallow's mouth.
Right? That and Exploud just have like such large mouths.
Right, and it's just like, it's like,
Cack.
well, and I wasn't counting on it, like, just, okay, I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this. I wasn't counting on it being so large. On the other hand,
Get your exclamation point phrasing ready, guys.
yay, phrasing! Plus side, stats did go up. They're now, like, upper 60s, low 70s, so, yay! So yeah, I think with some training, I think Yu's gonna be alright.
Alright, cool. I'm fighting Isaac, because he seemed like he was ready to fight again.
Oh, I see you're against the scariest Pokemon.
Yeah, I switched out Q before this happened.
So, you're fighting against Isaac. Lydia was good with the rematch for me. I need to restore Stockpile's PP. Oh no, Smeargle learned Stockpile.
How horrible!
Truly, what a travesty. Smeargle down.
Finally! Good. Now it can't Destiny Bond me, as Leech Seed saps the last of its health. Goodness gracious. I hate Wobbuffet. What a terrible Pokemon in Nuzlockes. Okie dokie. Good job, Cpluff. I'm proud of you. Yes. Goo! Goo! Hi, baby. Razor Leaf it. Spark Ground type, right? Uh-huh. There we go. Your stats are stupid. but honestly, I don't even care. Don't even care. Go just taking out Pokemon with one hit using Pound.
Nice. Feels good.
It does. Come on.
Ooh. Yeah, we got a little bit of we're doing okay though. You know, we did have to switch out Q because yeah, couldn't do any more damage. And the try attack might have.
What TMs can it learn though?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me finish off this Lydia fight or this refight, and I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Lily Cove and start going down that route again.
All right, sounds good. I'm glad we have Fly now.
Right? No more walking for us. We are no longer a plebeian.
No more me getting lost.
Oh.
Also, Pineco's scary. I'm so glad for Damp.
Yeah?
And it gets 2 protects off in a row. I call shenanigans. And the one time it misses, I miss with my attack.
Naturally.
This has been an experience. Okay, it's like, and it lived on 1 hit point, but it didn't try to self-destruct from there, so... It would have been try anyway, because Damp is great. I love Damp.
Sure. We ran into like nothing the first time we came down this path, and now it's just like every 3 spaces. So the second encounter on Route 122, like in this little area, was Sableye.
Ooh.
That would have been good to have.
Oh yeah, well, you can learn Bubble and Horn Drill.
Horde drill. With what horde?
Details. I am very proud that it can learn Solar Beam, though.
Some fizzy lifting drinks. Latias. What you have me doing, Latias? Look at this. There are no trainers around. You're just staring at each other for who knows how long. Come on, man. Get your prescription checked, my friends. Gulpin and Taurus. You
We're
okay?
good. I'm so
Bummed about Skiparia? Yes.
I'm very bummed about Skiparia. Especially since I just found the move deleter.
I know, right? We were so close.
Oh, May. Is...
Yeah, that was what I meant about the shopping thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm finishing up the trainers on that route that we were just on.
Oh, okay.
Pursuit! No! No, don't do that. Endeavor. Oh, we'd have more HP than Taurus does. Okay. Knows pursuit though. So we'll do this instead. Have a fizzy lifting drink. Stop using sludge on me! Stop poisoning me! Stop it! Sure, use false false swipe all you like. Finally! Phanpy! I love Phanpy. Gotta catch the Phanpy. Alright. Easy enough? Easy enough. I think Goo learns a move like every 9 or 11 levels. I don't know what the next one would be here. Aw,
Congrats on the Fampy.
Bambi's so cute. Let's pick some berries. I know! I'm so sad that it's all escaped from you today, Colossus. That's such a bummer. Guard special. Premier ball. Okay.
I am very
Snubble.
glad that Venonat is not very good at being psychic.
Because it's not.
I'd say that's how
It thinks
lousy
it
it
might
is.
want to be.
Right, you know, it's thinking about it. It's carrying over a couple course credits.
It has some aspirations.
Hope streams aspirations.
Let's go. Goo. Yay! I love using pound and just like winning. Jeez. We're nearing the end of today's stream. Full restore. Alright. That's fine. We'll switch for daily. Tailtop needs a little bit more X. Little X. Nice. See if I'm actually worth the badges? That's kind of rude, buddy. It's kind of rude. Braxton. Magneton? Alright. Alright. I see what you're putting down. But you know what I'm putting down? A Woo Kip. Dang it.
The other option, which would have been a much safer option, was apparently Relicanth.
Relicanth's such an interesting Pokemon.
That's it. I don't know what's it, like. Is it a rockfish?
Yeah. It's another, like, prehistoric Pokemon, but there's no fossil for it. It just is in the depths of the sea.
I see. Icy. An icy.
Dilly. Mega Punch. Boom! Okay, not very effective. Was curious about that. Alright. Let's see, what can we do here? Might be best to leave Goo in. Doing 9 damage. It's not bad. Maybe we'll get a crit. Hate that ingrain for us though. Here we go. Haunter, yep. We will switch for that. Of course, if you're just joining us, we are playing cooperatively with SorcererFinch, doing our SoulLink. And if you want to watch both of us at the same time, you can do ! multi in your chat window, and it'll send you a link on how to watch us both together at the same time.
Really glad I kept on trying to dodge Screech against this Pupitar. As it goes like Screech, 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 Thrash.
Yeah. We'll do this. Get this out of my way. With the quad effectiveness. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the reminder.
Absolutely. Water's good for you.
All them antioxidants.
Right? And vitamin B.
There's no antioxidants or vitamin B in water
I
unless
think
you're adding
something like that.
to it.
Cool trainer Wendy is using a full restore really, truly cool.
We're good. We're good. Hey, she loves her Quillfish. We've been murdering everyone's Pokemon indiscriminately the entire time.
True. Maybe, and maybe, you know, Wendy's also doing a Nuzlocke.
Let's give Goo some well-deserved milk. Well-deserved Moo milk. Alright, and now that it's at level 139, we'll work on everybody else again. A water stone that I don't need. Actually, I do. For, oh shoot.
Also, I like how, like I had C Fluff out, like, they predicted my switch and used Water Gun as I brought Scarava out.
Hashtag predicted.
Predicted. Predictable.
I did just find a water stone, so I can evolve my Shelter if we ever need to use that pairing again.
Ooh, nice.
Halo, Grumpig. Alright.
Oh, and we got Whirlwinded. Bring out Cecil. I don't think this Pidgeot knew quite what it did.
What does magic coat even do? Just don't know. Skyrava is not messing around.
Hey, Pidgeot evolves at what, level 36?
Something like that. I'm notoriously bad at remembering the Pidgey-line specifically's Evo.
Well, this Pidgeot is illegal.
He's so illegal.
Very
There's
illegal.
always an illegal Pidgeot or Pidgeotto. I don't know what they're doing with these birds, but they need to stop. Somebody needs to take a stand.
I'll say, and you never know the drug interaction
So
between
many.
the hyper potion and having this as well. Like, it's just, someone needs to say something.
Something.
Plethora. Thank you. That means a lot.
Maybe you shouldn't play your guitar and try and battle at the same time. Just saying. Sure, buddy. Whatever you'd like, Fernando. Fernando. Alejandro. Okay. Almost. So close to level 40 with these guys. Hello, child. Can you spare some time?
Good news.
I
We
don't
got
know,
out of
man.
crit range.
Yay! Arbok. Rat-a-tat-tat. Hey. That was not very cool.
And Q is still alive.
I would hope so.
I know the way I phrased that is probably not the most hopeful you might want me to sound. But now this jerk of a artillery.
Artillery bringing out the big guns.
Oh no. I don't know what I do here.
Oh no, Spiel.
It's a little blubby.
It's just a ball. It's a ball of joy.
It's a ball of like
joy.
colons and threes.
Oh goodness.
Also, hey, Steve Bluff's my first level of 40.
Nice. I should get there with Goo or Wookip shortly.
Nice. Shadow Punch. Haunter, but your sprite is awesome, don't get me wrong.
Let's go! Skyrava is not messing around. Even after an Intimidate. We're not joking here. Got this. A mighty capable child.
I will give it to Braxton.
This old man is like, what a mighty capable child. Let me contribute to your allowance. They gave us like 19 bucks. Leppa berry.
Water. I think I just got like my 4th Mystic Water.
The game heard how much that you like getting soda pop, and it's like, you know, this guy really just needs to drink some water, man. It's a reminder to
Just need drink some
hydrate.
water. Yep, hydrate. Hydrate before you hydrate. Ugh. Okay, Lunatone's worrisome. Thank you for the reminder, by the way.
It's the mystic water. Okay. Flying and ice is not great. But let's see if we can get rid of it first. Sleazel and Skyrava are both really fast. Okay, we paralyzed it, good. Slash. Okay, cool. 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 Sure. Go ahead and do that, buddy.
Also, I definitely need to get some more soda pop, but I think
Hey,
after
at
this
least we can
fight,
fly there now.
we can. It's great. Poison powder. Shroomish, please.
Bright powder. Okay, neat. I like bright powder, actually. Dang it. Why isn't there an acrobike shortcut? A Rabuda berry. Rabuda, Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Tomato everywhere. Tomato. Have I heard a good saying lately? Yes. I don't know why I went all the way past it. There's no Mew? Alright. Fine. Pikachu. Pichu perfect. Like picture perfect, but with a Pichu. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on. Where is it? Pichu. Pichu perfect. Thanks! For the Rostberry. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Fresh water. It's a reminder to hydrate. It's in fresh water. They say good time to fill with good aromas. They're definitely like that if you're baking, and that's what we're gonna do on Friday. Friday's gonna be a baking stream. I'm actually kind of pumped about it. It's been a good minute since I got to bake something good like that. Water-free. The bitter scent of misery. You know, he's the berry master. I will leave him his berries. He deserves them. Doot doot. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. So, how do you want to end stream today? Do you want to end stream with all the Pokemon on this route, or do we want to go fight Brendan/May?
I'd be kind of good. Let's see. I'm still in a potentially shenanigan-filled fight, but
So many shenanigans.
all the shenanigans.
I see the goal back. That's very much shenanigans. Sorry about that, guys.
Ah, you're good. You know what? That's what we're gonna do with those shenanigans. We're just gonna say no.
No to the shenanigans?
No to the shenanigans. So now let's just center it.
You're gonna say...
No.
Nope.
I have my no button.
That is a good button.
I also have my that was easy button for when we win our battles.
But yeah, like I'd be good probably actually ending, yeah, because we're a little over on time, but that's alright.
Yeah.
Once I'm done with this Kecleon, I will at least be at a stopping point.
Oh, dang, Chansey. Wow. You're definitely not Carlos's Chansey, I'll tell you that. Quick attack. No, not a Hyper Potion. Jasmine. Missed. It's so minimized. Probably I could use Fan Attack.
Okay, I thought I was gonna be able to pull off something kind of cool. Getting this Kecleon to become normal type before countering it, because Kecleon falls in the middle between Scarava and Sleesel in speed.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't quite work out.
Didn't work out.
Nah, but hey, we just got our allowance from this guy as well.
Hey, everybody's at level 38 or 39. Except Tailtop, level 37. I think that's it for this
charcoal.
route. Let's go back to Lily Cove.
Yeah. Do we want to just finish up the battles that we're on right now and then call it?
Yeah, and then next time we can start with Brendan.
Sounds like a plan.
And I guess we should let everybody know that next weekend we're not gonna run this series.
That is very true. Next weekend, I will be taking a mini vacation and going to the beach.
Well deserved.
You know, it's funny. Last year I went to the Outer Banks in North Carolina. First time I had been to the beach in 10 years.
That is a really long time.
One of my cousins, who pilots a boat, like he does like parasailing, and all that. Like he's done this, like he's on the ocean, like, or just water all the time. And he was like, how? He was stunned.
Well, I'll miss you next weekend, but, you know, you need to take your rest. You need to do what you need to do.
Yep, sometimes you just gotta save the game and something like that. I don't know.
No, that works. Gotta save the game, put it down for a while.
And yeah, thank you, Hap, for playing along with me. And I am... I need to come up with some. I need to get you a.
I'm gonna draw something for Skiparia because our poofy little starters really deserve it.
Yeah, and Skiparia. There's so much that could be said for how Skiparia contributed to both of us, and you know, fighting through so much adversity. Adversity,
yeah.
I words good.
You do. You do. Yeah, as always, a pleasure. And we won't see you next weekend, but we'll see you the weekend after that for I can't believe it's going to be part 14. That means that we've put approximately 40 hours into this series. That's insane to me, but you know, we're making it work. This run number 2 is certainly amounting to something.
Yep, and you know, this is a heck of a run so far. You know, we've had a couple unfortunate incidents, but we've got a solid team and we've got solid backups.
We do. We have a lot of solid backups. You know, we forgot to put somebody in the daycare. We could talk about that off stream and put somebody in the daycare.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Y'all take it easy, and yeah, if you're not already, please give Hap a follow. Happy Tact.
Yeah, please give Finch a follow as well. Definitely an amazing streamer, great person, great friend.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
Good.
That was easy.
There we go. We got the button in.
We got the button in.
All right, take it easy.
All right, guys, we are going to real quick switch screens here for me, and yeah, we're gonna find somebody to go raid. Let's see, who do we got? I think I know who's going right now. Our good friend Slowpoke316 is playing Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, and let me tell you, I enjoy watching Slowpoke play about anything, but Ni no Kuni is also a really good game. So we're gonna head over there to hang out with Slowpoke and the gang, the Slow Bros, so to speak. And yeah, so as we're doing that, I cannot open my stream manager, super fun. As we're doing that, I'll let you know what the schedule is going to be. So we got Friday stream this week. It's going to be earlier than usual because we're doing a baking stream. We're going to bake some Coke cake, which is a type of chocolate cake with marshmallow topping. And we will be doing that probably earlier in the morning, so about 9 a.m. for me, so that's noon for anybody on the East Coast. We'll do that on Friday. It's my day off, so we get to do some baking. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. And on Saturday, we'll be continuing Road to Ruin, which is the Fire Emblem ROM hack we've been doing by Prime Fusion. So we're gonna go over and do that. And then on Sunday, because we won't be playing with Finch, we will maintain this same time, at least for next weekend, but we're gonna start a new Pokemon series. There is a Pokemon, not quite a ROM hack, called Pokemon Daybreak. It's got a whole bunch of new Pokemon, a whole bunch of new things, a whole new region to do, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we got a new layout made for that, a whole bunch of new stuff that we're going to be doing, and I think it's going to be really a good time. So we'll head over to Slowpoke now, and I hope that you guys have a really awesome rest of your weekend. You have a great week, and I will see you on Friday. Take care, everybody.